Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the specialization talk for Actuarial Science. I'm Wu Zhen, and this is Prof. Jin Gong, and both of us are assistant professors at the Division of Banking and Finance, and we're very happy to spend the rest hour together with you to talk about anything you want to know about actuarial science. So we are living in a world with uncertainty and with risk. Risk is uncertainty, and as the development of the world, we are actually faced with more and more risk, which is new and emerging and may not be easily handled with traditional risk management techniques. For example, climate change risk, which lead to more extreme and adverse weather events that people are trying to find new risk transfer methods to handle this type of systemic risk which impact everyone in the world. Also, for example, pandemic risk, which we're actually still during this risk, and we have seen how pandemic risk has changed our everyday life and our economic system. Also, financial crisis, for example, 2008 financial crisis, which was a global event, and also population aging. Population aging, while people are living longer, although it's a good thing from human development point of view, but when people live longer, it means a shrinkage of working population, and it may cause higher burden to the government's financial system and pension scheme. For example, this figure shows what the world will be like in 2100, and you can see in the next 80 years, it was projected that the median population in different regions in the world will be increased by 20 years, and that will be a huge burden to the different governments' financial and pension scheme. Another interesting new type of risk is cyber risk, which cause the need for different governments and corporations to try to protect their information system and guarantee cybersecurity. Right? This is also a very non-traditional type of risk, and there are a lot of discussion about the insurability and different methods to handle this risk. Okay, so these different types of new risk leads to our topic today. What is actuarial science, and what are actuaries doing? Okay, so what is actuarial science? Actuarial science is a problem-solving discipline motivated by the management and measurement of risk using advanced mathematical finance, statistics, and data analytics. Actuarial science graduates with their enhanced technical skills and great soft skills. They can work in different areas as actuaries, data scientists, risk analysts, consultants, and so on. Okay. So the question is, what is an actuary? An actuary is a highly regarded profession providing financial securities for people, companies, and governments. The major tools they use is mathematical finance, statistics, and also data analytics, and they measure and manage risk in many areas, including but not restricted to insurance and reinsurance companies, banks, investing groups, pension schemes, consulting firms, governments, etc. Actuaries help business grow and provide value to their customers. Actuaries also help policymakers make strategic decisions and consumers prepare for the future. So if you want to know more about actuaries, you can watch this YouTube channel to see what actuaries are saying. So how could one become a qualified actuary? In other words, what we need to do to become a fellow. Becoming a qualified actuary needs education, experience, and professional qualification. So around the world, there are a few globally recognized actuarial professional bodies. For example, the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries in the UK, IFOA, or Society of Actuaries in the US, SOA, or Casualty Actuarial Society, also in the US, CS, and Institute of Actuaries Australia. So what you can do if you join us, you can do well in our program to get IFOA exemptions for most of the associateship exams. And this include 6 of them, which is already halfway to the fellowship path. And then you can either pass the remaining examinations of the IFOA or IIA to obtain the fellowship, which we call FIA or FIA. Alternatively, you may also choose to take examinations set by the other professional bodies like SOA or CS to obtain their fellows. We call FSA or FCS. Okay, so actuary is constantly ranked among the top jobs by different media sources, and the ranking criteria taken into consideration including the career outlook, the salary, the remuneration, and the work-life balance, the reputation, things like that. So actuaries are really very, very highly ranked and highly regarded profession. And although I understand that salary is not the only criteria that we consider, but it's a very important thing. So according to D.W. Simpson's survey, this figure shows you the 5-year and 35-year experience salary. So you can see that as an actuary, the career path grows steadily with the achievements of your examination as well as your experience in the profession. For example, when you obtain your associateship, you will enjoy a big jump in your salary. And after you obtain your fellowship, your salary will enjoy another jump. And the remuneration for a very, very experienced actuary, let's say with more than 35 years of experience, is very attractive. So, given that, what you are expecting from us if you study actuarial science at NBS? So at NBS, we offer the Bachelor of Business with Actuarial Science specialization. And it is the only one of its kind in Singapore with accreditation by IFOA. So the accreditation by IFOA is very important because, first of all, IFOA from the UK is the oldest actuarial body in the world with more than 100 years history. And it is also one of the most globally recognized professional body in actuarial science. And also the accreditation provides our students a very fast-track pathway to be credentialed as an actuary through exemptions. So given that, it means that if you do well in our program, at most you can get 6 exemptions for exams of IFOA. More importantly, all the exemptions or the accredited courses by IFOA at NBS can also be applied for exemptions from other professional bodies like SOA in the US for the equivalent courses. So it's very portable and very useful experience even if you have some plan to study international after graduation from NBS. Okay, so how to qualify, how to become our actuarial science students? You need to do well in Year 1 statistics course. You have to have minimum B+ performance in the Year 1 statistics course. And we also expect you to have good grade in other Year 1 courses, including accounting, financial management, and economics. Here is the list of the core courses offered for actuarial science. And in these courses, we will learn different financial and insurance laws, modeling, and we also learn cutting-edge predictive analytics, including some topics related to artificial intelligence and machine learning. And you also learn different option pricing models or sensitivity tests or scenario test models, things like that. So this is a very dynamic and exciting curriculum. And in particular, well, a very important thing for this curriculum is that basically what we are trying to do is, first of all, we stay ahead of the curve to, be very adaptive to the new development in the world, in the profession. And we keep introducing new things such as machine learning and data science in our curriculum. So this is very dynamic. And another important thing is that basically actuarial science is applied math and statistics where we use technical we apply technical perspectives to real problem-solving areas such as finance, insurance, and other economics topics. So you are really, from this curriculum, you really learn problem-solving skills from our curriculum. And at NBS, we have 2 students clubs that our actuarial science students take active part in. One is Actuarial Science Club, and another is Risk Management Society. So these 2 clubs constantly hold very active events and professional activities, including case study competitions, and they also have very close connection with our alumni to, give our students very first-hand knowledge about their different, to make them have better understanding of their different possible career path in actuarial science profession. Also, a little bit thing about internship opportunities. At NBS, our students have a lot of internship opportunities, and our career service office work closely with our industry and alumni to provide our students both domestic and international internship opportunities. And for actuarial science, there are, for actuarial science students, most of our actuarial science students have more than one internship throughout their study at NBS. And another very interesting thing that I want to emphasize here is that here now we are also working on an experimental work-study program, where in this experimental program, our students have the option to go on an internship for an entire semester from May to December with different well-established companies. And it's important that in this internship program, students can earn academic credits for the experience internship program. So although this is still at a pilot phase, and it's still pending approval from MOE, but our plan is to fully implement this internship, this work-study program for the 2021 cohort. And here is the list of a lot of our employees who hire our graduates. Employers who hire our graduates. And who are we looking for? So basically, we welcome everyone. We look for students with a lot of passion, who are hardworking, who have good technical skills and good communication skills, who can do teamwork and who can do multitask. And we welcome every one of you. And also, I want to say that actuarial science is a discipline with more than 150 years of history. So that means that we are making very long-term promises to our customers. So trust, honor, integrity, and reputation are very, very important for this profession. And these great characteristics, trust, honor, integrity, and reputation, are also good characteristics of our actuarial science students at NBS. Okay, so I'll finish my presentation with a few closing remarks and blessing. So I would say becoming a qualified actuary and eventually a visionary leader is indeed not a very easy career path, but eventually you will find all your hard work paid off, because actuarial science opens infinite possibilities in different areas for you, and you will eventually see that you are working in a great profession that is changing the world and making the world that we are living in a better one. And finally, far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in a great twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt, 26th President of the United States. So welcome to NBS, and join our program, and let's dare mighty things together. Okay, so if you want to find more, you can go to the Institute's website, or you can also read these successful stories through this YouTube channel. Okay, thank you. So Prof. Zhang, some students are wondering how the actuarial science specialization would benefit if they choose to do entrepreneurship as the second major.
Usually most of the actuaries will work for big firms because we all know that insurance firms, most of them are very big companies. So traditionally, I don't think that many actuaries would need that particular skill set of entrepreneurship. However, nowadays things are changing because the world is changing very quickly, and in many of the different areas, there are emerging new type of risks, so that actuaries can utilize their unique skill set to handle all these different type of risks. So nowadays, besides the traditional actuaries working in the insurance industry, actuaries start to work in a more general field, including government, pension plans, and consulting firms, and a lot of other financial institutions. So let's take consulting firms as an example. I know that many actuaries would choose to start up their own consulting firm after they're working for a few years as an actuary for insurance companies, because they obtain a lot of experience in the insurance industry. So I think in that sense, entrepreneurship would be very important for them if they do want to start up their own business.
Yeah, I also remember when I was still a student, there was always debating about your first job after graduation, whether you should go to a very famous company, famous insurance or reinsurance company, or you want to join some small company as the start, because the difference is for a big company, the job looks good, right? And the salary looks good, and you can work together with a lot of talents with good capability. But if you work in a small company, then the company is small, so there will be not many people working together, but you will be responsible to almost everything. So you will have a big picture of the small company from the bottom to the top. Then, this beneficial in the sense that when you start your own business, then you know how to handle everything. So that was a debate that we had when I was a student. So I think the similar idea applies here. As an actuary, we are trained as a risk professional. So we deal with we measure, we model, and we manage risk. So actuaries knows every perspective of risk, and risk management is becoming more and more important even in the starting a new business and new entrepreneurship. So be trained as an actuary at NBS, and also you also get a very comprehensive skill set from other courses at NBS as a business school students in general. And I believe after you graduate and after you have a few years of working experience, and if you want to start your own consulting firms yourself, it will be very, very useful. And I do know a lot of my friends and also my students who start their own business after graduation. Prof. Zhang, so based on your experience teaching at NBS, what are the good features of our students at NBS, which you think would make our students standing out in their job market, especially compared to their competitors in other universities, let's say in Singapore or in neighboring countries?
I think first of all, so when you graduate from university and you go for job hunting in the market, the major doesn't matter that much. What matters most is the skill set you have. So as an actuary, our program provide a very comprehensive skill set for you, including knowledge from economics, finance, mathematics, statistics, and some of the programming skills as well. So with such a very comprehensive skill set, if you want to work as an actuary in insurance companies, that is of course the most popular choice. You got exactly the skill set that it requires. But if you want to work as a more general profession in market, you can also do that as well. In addition to that, what is special about the profession of actuary is that the professional designation is very important.
Yes.
So in our program, if you got good grades in the university, you can get exemptions from the IFOA exams. So that will accelerate your pursuit for the designation a lot.
Yeah, and I guess, well, at the actuarial science education at NBS is a very good combination of technical skills and soft skills because on the one hand, we provide accreditation, and this accreditation guarantees the quality of the education we provide. And we make sure that our students have all the technical skill sets they need when they do their jobs, when they find their jobs in the market. And these technical skills is very important because I feel that moving forward, as you can see, the machine learning, data science, data analytics are more and more popular. Some technical aspects of hardcore skills really can make our students very competitive, right? They will never be outdated.
Yes.
And at the same time, our NBS education also prepare our students with good soft set like communication skills, teamwork, right? And also all of the out curriculum activities. So our students will be also prepared to improve how they can communicate with their employers, how they can express their ideas to their customers, which is also very important. Yeah, and we also have a lot of activities like case competition studies where it's really a good opportunity for students to apply what they have learned in classes to solve real problems, right?
I think something related to this question is, as Prof. Zhu mentioned earlier, that the actual science, this subject is developing very quickly. Actually, our whole curriculum got updated, got a very major updated about every 5 years.
Yeah, we just experienced a curriculum updating in 2019. So the curriculum that I just showed to you here, this is a very dynamic curriculum that was just updated according to IFOA curriculum change.
Yeah. I think every year we have a minor update, and
Yeah.
we have a very big update every 5 or 10 years in order to incorporate all those new cutting-edge techniques and models into our syllabus.
Yeah, and a very good advantage of keeping the curriculum very up to date is that we can keep introducing new things in the world to our curriculum to make our students more adapted to the trend in the world, like the digitalization of the finance and insurance industry, and like robot, insurtech, fintech, things like that, right? And I also have a question from the students asking, after graduation, what further study can our students pursue? What kind of opportunities do they have? I know we have some students studying Master of Financial Engineering, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are talking about related area that you can pursue a graduate study, I think financial engineering is, of course, a very good choice because the financial engineering is also very interdisciplinary subject, which requires both technical skills such as mathematics and statistics, as well as a very good business sense. So in that case, that is a very good choice. I also know some of our graduates will pursue a graduate study in statistics or data science.
Yes.
That is also possible because they have already a very good background in those relevant subjects. And they will know how to apply for these technical models to solve real world problems.
Okay. And also, I know our students can, besides Master of Financial Engineering, Data Science, Master of Data Science, and Master of Statistics, we also have students who directly apply PhD, so doctoral, to pursue their doctoral degree in the U.S., which still keeps studying actuarial science. So this is also a very good choice. So for those students who are interested in actuarial science and want to stay in academia and continue to do research and teaching in actuarial science, pursuing a PhD degree is also a very good choice. And you can also continue studying actuarial science by doing a master in actuarial science. And we have many students doing master in actuarial science in North America universities, including Canada and US, right?
Yeah, speaking of that, I think one feature of the profession of actuary is lifelong learning.
Yeah.
Even you do not go to graduate schools and you choose to work as an actuary in insurance companies, there are a lot of things for you to learn because both FOA and SOA, they develop all those new online education sessions for you to learn the cutting edge techniques.
Yeah, it's really a lifelong learning experience where both SOA and IFOA will provide a lot of online seminar, or well, after the pandemic, I believe they will continue to hold physical seminars for the members and the fellows to continue learning new things, new development in the profession. Yeah, and then a related question, since it seems that actuarial science is really interdisciplinary. Another related question is, what is the difference between actuarial science and data science, data analytics, and business analytics? I think a quick answer to this question is actuarial science is more focused. It's focused on the financial institutes, managing the risks in financial institutes, including banks, investment banks, and insurance and reinsurance companies and related institutes. So it's more focused, and it's a professional that deals with risk.
I totally agree with you. I think most of the risks that actuaries deal with in the financial field, in the financial area, because the financial risks are usually they have a lot of data, so that they can use those statistical models to model these risks. So there are actuaries who do deal with other type of risks, but I don't think there are very developed models for some of the new type of risks.
Yeah.
Currently, so I think in the future, you guys need to work on how to deal with those new type of risks.
Yeah, I think the most important thing for actuaries compared with data science is the designation. So so to be an actuary, you need to pass all this professional and education training and become a fully qualified actuary, so that you have you are able to work in this area. So the designation is very important, which makes our graduates standing out and more competitive compared to those people who are only trained as data science or business analytic things. And besides that, I also believe that actuarial science, with the development of, with interacting more with data science and machine learning knowledge, it's getting more and more interdisciplinary, where you will find, especially after you graduate and start your work, you'll find that you are required to work together with different people with different backgrounds because risks are becoming more and more complicated. And a lot of new risks, as I just mentioned at the beginning of my specialization talk, that there are a lot of new risks that people don't understand a lot. So as an actuary, we have to keep expanding our knowledge set and be able to work with people with different background and with different knowledge. So it's very important. And Prof. Zhang, I have a question about the curriculum. The student is wondering, well, in this curriculum, which is the easiest course in actuarial science? I think the answer is case by case, because some students may find this course easier than that one. Some students may find, may have different opinions. So, well, it's really difficult to say. So maybe, Prof. Zhang, you can answer this question by telling me which one do you think is the easiest for you, and which one is the most difficult for you?
Okay. So personally, I believe BA 2204 models is the easiest course because I teach this course every year. So in this model, what we are talking about is how to use our observations from mortality investigations to develop mortality tables so that actuaries in life insurance company can base their pricing and pricing, hedging, and valuation jobs on those mortality tables. So there are some math involved here, but I would say that this is still a business subject. Is quite different from engineering and science. The key part is still how to apply the models to tackle with the practical problems rather than the models themselves.
Yeah, I agree. And personally, I think actuarial statistics is the easiest one because I teach that course. So in this course, you will learn a lot of loss modeling and insurance modeling techniques. And it's actually applied statistics in actuarial science. And after the curriculum change, we also add a lot of new machine learning model in actuarial statistics course. So it's a very, very interesting course. And in this course, you will learn a lot of predictive analytics techniques and machine learning models. It's going to be very, very interesting. And for the most difficult one, I guess from the feedback of our students, students believe life contingencies and demography and actuarial aspects of asset valuation will be quite challenging courses. Some of them find this one is the most difficult. Some of them find the valuation one is the most difficult. But both of them are, although challenging, are still very interesting courses. For example, for me, when I was a student, I find life contingency very challenging. But it's just a very unique course. You will only learn this type of course if you are an actuarial science student. And it's an old course. Life contingency is one of the oldest course in actuarial science area. And in this course, you will learn life table, you will learn mortality, and you'll have a chance to talk to actuaries more than 200 years ago, right? Because the first mortality table was developed 200 years ago also, I believe. So yeah, it's a very dynamic, dynamic curriculum. Some of the courses are challenging, but I believe you'll learn a lot of interesting things here. Yeah. Students are also interested to know how the courses are graded.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have a combination. So the special thing for actuarial science program is that, as you know, this program is accredited by IFOA. So every final exam for our core courses will be reviewed. So we need to send our exam question paper to IFOA for our external examiner to review. So each year we will have 2 external examiners to review all our courses, our curriculum, and our final exams, and how we mark the final exam. So everything is very, very high quality, and in order to make sure the quality of the program is high all the time. And
one of the main purposes for here is that is for the exemption purpose, to ensure that if you pass our final exams, you got equivalent credit for the FOA exams.
if you pass the accreditation threshold for each of the core courses, you will have the corresponding exemption for this course. But our overall grade is not only based on final exam. We also consider coursework, including participation, and we also have presentations for our students and some quizzes. Yes.
But compared with other NBS courses, the percentage for the final exam is slightly higher.
Yeah, it's for the accreditation purpose. I would say cumulative CGPA is important for everyone at NBS. Right.
Yes.
Yes, and our actuarial science students can have very good performance in CGPA, and our past experience is that we have a lot of actuarial science students who can be in the dean's list and who can graduate with the highest honor and who can win different awards and medals when they graduate.
Yeah, because they have the IFOA exams, so relatively when you go looking for jobs in the market, the employers doesn't really look at your transcript that much because they will focus on how many of the FOA credit you get.
Yeah, but transcript, I think transcript is also very important.
Yeah, but after all, these two are highly correlated.
Yes.
You need a very high GPA to get all those exemptions from IFOA.
Yes, and the IFOA also have an award every year this award is designed specifically for the best performer of our students who have the best performance in the actuarial aspects of asset valuation course. So if you have a high grade for this course, you will win that award when you graduate. Yeah, so I think that's all of our specialization talk today, and we had a good time together with you. And if you have additional questions, welcome to come to join the virtual seminar session at 11 together with us, and we'll have more in-depth discussion about actuarial science specialization. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in a bit.
See you.